Yeah, oh yeah. He's been so good lately for a couple months. I mean, if this all turns out right the way we want it to, you may look back on that inning and think, you know what, that was key. We're in a jam there. It's still a fairly close game, and two guys on. I don't think he's given enough credit. He's one of the better relievers in baseball. He was an all-star 2 years ago. There's a reason.
Gibby, what was your thinking in going to Sanchez to start the inning? And would he have only?
Once you come back to that question, we can talk about Price a little bit, for crying out loud.
You want to answer that question?
Ask me Price, and then I'll be glad to answer it.
What'd you think of David Price?
Unbelievable.
What'd you think of Sanchez? Unbelievable.
No, I mean the reason I quick hook, no doubt about it. The thinking was there. They had. I mean, this is really a tough lineup to face if you're a right-handed pitcher. It's kind of reverse of what we are. We're basically all righties. Our dangerous guys. They run lefties. Down through there. Lefties are giving Sanchez a little trouble, not great trouble, but a little bit at times. And so I was debating whether I was going to send Cease out there to start the inning, but I thought, you know what, I'll send Sanchez out there because he's going to have to get those guys anyway, and then we could always bail him out with, Cease there. And didn't want to wait too long. Didn't want to give Cease a little breathing room too. So, but I didn't like the leadoff walk. That always puts everybody in a bad frame of mind. Fell behind the other guys, so I didn't think it was time for that. So.
Gib, when you guys got Price, you lined him up for the 4 starts against the Yankees, and he wins 3 of them. Could have won the 4th one if not for the home run by Beltran in that one game. I mean, how would you assess what he's done and the impact? If you look 3.5 games, that might be the difference.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's been unbelievable, really. I don't know what's his record now. What is his record? How many wins he got, Jay? Huh? 8-1. Since we acquired him, that's 8 big wins. And yes, 4 times he's faced these guys. The team we're competing with really right now. I mean, that's not easy to do. They've seen a lot of them, and he's. What can you say, really? That was the whole idea behind getting him, and he's trades don't always work out right. This one's worked out right. So, but he's a great competitor, and the team battles him over there. That one inning, I don't know, it was the 3rd or the 4th. We on the wild throw that kind of led to a big inning. I mean, he had to work really, really hard. It probably could have cost him maybe a complete game type setup, but I don't know. He's top in the game, really.
Give you 5 of Price's wins for you have been following Blue Jays' loss. Does that describe what type of a pitcher he is in terms of an ace? Yeah,
Richard, really, that's what those guys do. And, sometimes, and people hear that, but till you experience it, we'd lost 2 in a row, 2 tough ball games we had a chance to win. Now these guys come to town, the team we're really, battling it out with. So it was a big game. It really was. And he came out and shut them down, which isn't easy to do. And we won the ball game. That's, I hope they pay him as much money as he wants, Somebody anyway. Somebody will.
Thinking back to New York for Cecil, could you talk about how far he's come to tonight?
Brett Cecil? Oh, you mean for the first series of the year? Well, I don't really remember back that far, Bob, but I think he's really, I guess you could summarize. He was kind of just a somewhat of a slow start for him. But I think the reason that it was kind of abbreviated spring training. He was banged up, didn't get a lot of work. Of course, then we came out and said he was going to be the closer, but he probably wasn't ready for that because it was workload in spring. And then we shuttled him back and forth. And I just think over time, the more outings he had, he found his release point with his breaking ball, and he's. I think early on he had trouble locating that fastball. He was leaving a lot of them up and away. That's all changed, and but he can dominate. He's the key for most relievers, they can get strikeouts. He gets strikeouts, and that's you get in those situations where contact's your enemy. He gets strikeouts. So, but yeah, it's been a tremendous year for him.
John, baseball, a game of inches sometimes. Your heart skip a beat in that opening liner by Ellsbury? Was that-
Oh yeah, yeah, the one that Price got. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Want me to elaborate? Yeah. I don't know. Everybody's in a better mood when you win.
Maybe you could elaborate a little bit on the fact that Price seems to not only pitch brilliantly, but has that sense of theatrics, you know, the line drive, the pop-up. Does that kind of rub off in terms of excitement in the dugout as well as the crowd?
Oh yeah, the guys like him, and they, you know, one thing about it, he's on game day, he's very serious. You know, he's got his routine, and he's locked in. He's a lot. I mean, he's one of those guys you don't need. You know, when it's around game time, when he's heading out, I mean, there's not a lot going on. You know, he's locked in, but he enjoys himself on the field. There'll be some moments you'll see him smile and things like that. So yeah, I mean, he's, you know, in a lot of ways, he's one of the characters of the game. You know, because of that kind of thing. So, but you know, I mean, it's easy to when you're that good, it's easy to have fun. You know, I would guess anyway.